Look at this backstage. WTF, man. Look at this. Oh, hey, oh. Look at that. All right, Reno, heading to the stage. This is literally my favorite part about being a musician is this moment right now. Walking to the stage. Let's go. Woo! All right, well, here I am. We are in, check out this view. Ignore the parking lot over there. What a nice hotel view, huh? So I'm in somewhere in California. We're staying in a casino hotel, which is actually where the gig is tonight. G3, night 1, was extremely interesting because of the Rialto Theater, okay? Let me just tell you guys a very quick, very short story about the Rialto Theater. So you remember that video I posted about how my rig went down first night I played in Steve Vai's band? That was in Europe. But then when we came back to the States for my second tour in the band, my rig also went down on the first night of that tour. And that was, you guessed it, in Tucson, Arizona at the Rialto Theater where we were playing. My amp went down during Avalancha. You know, am I cursed on the first night of tour? I don't know, but after the first night of G3, I'm starting to think that it might be me, but it could also be the Rialto Theater being cursed. So during Avalancha, of course, the same song, Steve's rig went down. And then Doug brought out the backup, which is an old legacy amp instead of his rack with like the Synergy modules and stuff, which is his main rig. I'm not the legacy amp. And 10 seconds into him playing it, the amp just like totally blows up. The sound is completely destroyed. Then they had to bring out another legacy amp. So Rialto Theater G3 Night 1, Steve blew up 2 amps. Facts. Insanity. So, you know, we're standing up there in the band, we kind of just got our pants down, you know, and we sort of like, what's going on? I mean, not only is it the first night of G3, but we were also the first set. So it's the very first G3 set. And this is a big G3, you know, because it's the 1996 reunion tour. They're making they're doing a bunch of filming and stuff. So it's like, you know, it's this big production and that happens. So we were all kind of like, oh man, this is crazy. Oh, try to laugh it off. And then the funniest part, you know, Steve was like, all right, just keep playing while they replace the rig. So, you know, we just start jamming and I'm kind of noodling a little. And I didn't want to like rip a solo, you know, because like, it's not my show. I'm not going to just take over and start soloing. But I was kind of fiddling around a little, playing a few little licks and stuff, trying to smile with Philip and Jeremy. And then all of a sudden, Steve comes behind me, you know, does the thing where he puts his arms around you and plays the guitar. So it looks like I'm playing. And I was just like, oh, perfect. So I just kind of rolled with it, you know, and it was just kind of like laughing. And he started playing these licks and I would just like move with the lick. It was pretty funny, man. It was an interesting attempt at a save. We tried. It was a crazy night 1, man, and then Satch and EJ both played so well. Their bands are amazing. Their bands are so good, dude. They're so good, of course. Eric played this solo on the intro to Cliffs of Dover that is the best guitar solo I've ever heard in my life. Honestly, like there's just no other way to put it. It was unbelievable. The chords, the melody, the movement, the playing, and his tone in person on stage is unbelievable. I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable. Like when you're out in the audience and you hear his tone, it's great. But when you're there in front of the cabinets, because he's got like a row of 4, there's nothing like it. There's no guitar tone like it. It is just those cleans and then those violin smooth kind of leads. Oh my God. It was amazing. And then of course Satch is the man. I love his tunes. Like I could go into deep Satriani cuts, you know, that I love. And it's a short set, so he didn't play any deep cuts, but he did play Summer Song, which is probably in my top 5 Satch tunes. But it's great, man. It's so fun. Everyone's really cool, really nice. The vibes are immaculate. You know, it's just an incredible vibe, and I'm having a lot of fun touring with all these guys. I think it's going to be an amazing education, eye-opening experience, and a ton of fun. So I'm having a blast. I'm super stoked about everything. I think this is going to help me get a lot better as a musician. and we're gonna play some really great shows. I mean, the tour is like all sold out basically. It's really awesome. We got a great tour bus. Just no complaints in the world, dude. Everything's great. So that's G3. That was the first night wrap up, and 9 more shows. I think it's like 3-week tour, so be more to come. Yeah, man. We'll see what happens tonight with night 2. It'll be interesting.
First show. Let's go.
Dante Frizzillo on guitar, keyboards. And Bison. Come here, Bison. Oh!
Houston, we have a problem. Steve's wig just went down. We stopped the show. And now we're starting again. This was a gig tonight, basically full. Couple in the very, very, very top that were open. Basically sold out. It was insane. The jams were beautiful, and there are so many insane musicians on this tour that I'm obsessing over. Everyone is so good on this tour and is really inspiring. It's getting me so hyped to play and get better. It's beautiful. It is absolutely fantastic. Another day at G3. Good morning. And guess what? Playing in another casino today. That's 2 casinos in a row. I like to wake up early and come in and watch the crew bust ass and thank my lucky stars that I'm not hauling shit around. Hardest working people in the business, man, is a fucking tour crew. There ain't no harder workers out there, let me tell you what. It's 15-hour day dedication, but I do like coming in early, getting a guitar and getting to work, practicing, working on whatever it is. I got a huge to-do list today. But here we go. Grateful to be here, man. Oh, hello there. Please let me interrupt this YouTube video with a quick announcement. My band, Fly in Formation, 3 words, just put out a new record. It's called One Within. Took us about 4 years to make. Super proud of it, and you should go check it out on streaming services everywhere. Thank you. Back to the video. Just got off the bus. Here we are. There's the buses. We're parked next to a bank. And then check out the gig. The painting on the wall. It's kind of cool. We're in Salem. Last night we played in Seattle. It was great. The place is totally packed. Super loud. Awesome show. Dizzying heights, really, of the theater. The Moore Theater was really cool. So yeah, my back hurts, my knee hurts, my whole body feels like a little beat up right now. I don't know why, but my knee hurts like a motherfucker. My back hurts like a motherfucker. But, you know, whatever, dude. It's all good. I think this place is called the Magnolia in San Diego. And I'm having a bit of a weird freak out because the last time we were here is when I went to the hospital when I was a tech for 3 days. And the last time I was in this room, I was like laying on this couch right there in horrible pain, like throwing up, stomach hurt, nauseous. It was one of the worst pains I've ever been in. And when I got out of the van, just downstairs to come in here, I'm like, all right, cool. You know, we're at the gig, and I look at the entry door and I go, oh my God, I've been here before. And I didn't make it out. I barely made it out of this place. This is the funny thing. Even the people, I've met 3 of the local crew already, and they all remembered that. They were like, hey, were you here last time? I was like, yeah, dude, do you remember the guy who went to the hospital? That was me. And they're like, what the fuck? Right, Jeremy? What the fuck?
Hell yeah, bro.
Dude, last time we were here was when I went to the hospital.
Oh, this is the where the first Hydra was first filmed.
First Hydra.
First Hydra.
First performance.
First time Steve Hydrabated was here.
It's pretty
We've
sick.
done a lot of hydrabating since then.
Lots of that.
That's right.
Well, guys, we made it to LA. G3 is almost over. Ooh, it's so bright. Got my bacon, egg, and cheese action. And you know, here's the funny thing about these tours is that they go by really fast. When you get to the end, you feel like it's gone by really fast. But in this case, it did just go by really fast. It was only 2 weeks. It was such a great 2 weeks of just constant musical inspiration and excitement and enthusiasm and positivity and momentum. I just love working with these guys. I love playing. I took a fucking guitar lesson from Dave Scher from EJ's band yesterday, and I learned so much, man. I wish I could play guitar with that guy every day. Wish we had played more during the tour. But yeah, so the schedule right now is today we have a day off while the whole film crew sets up at the Orpheum. Tomorrow the craziness starts, and I'm super excited. The LA shows are gonna be a blast because I think a bunch of cool people will be around. So anyway, G3, man, what an experience it's been.
12 is good. It feels good.
Last show of G3.
Let's go. Show 14, 13.
Last show of G3. Michael Arms, dude. Legend. Thanks for all your help, brother.
Oh, yeah, dude. Here we are. Orpheum slowly filling up.
Hey, Jeremy, shut up. Come on. I can't wait to not see you for 5 weeks.
That's it. G3 is complete. You know, I'm just so grateful for this tour, man, and this experience. And it was like no other, honestly. I mean, the guitar shred and mastery of the instrument and the music, the bands, the intensity, the professionalism. There's just no other way to say it. This is the level that I've always wanted to be at. This is the type of thing I've always wanted to be a part of, is something produced at this high of a level. So to have the opportunity to be here, to be a part of it, to contribute my role, it's an honor, it's a privilege, and it's a fucking blast, and I absolutely loved it. So
this was an unbelievable tour. This was such a cool tour. I've done a lot of tours with Steve now, but this was really, really cool because the differences in the playing and the music, the different caliber of virtuosity that was portrayed by not only the three guys, but also all the guests, all the band members. I mean, these bands are unbelievable. Like, the people who play with Eric and Joe are just unbelievable musicians, and all of the guests that came up, I mean, there was some unbelievable guitar playing and some really, really serious virtuosity. And my big takeaway is this, guys. Look, like, virtuosity, it comes in many different forms, many different forms. Something does not need to be complex in order to be virtuosic. Complex, difficult things to play can be virtuosic, but they don't have to be. And I'd actually argue that the truest of a true virtuoso has maybe most of their stuff isn't complex. Being a virtuoso is about your confidence in what you do, your command in what you do, and your artistic vision and capability to develop your sound and to own your sound with full confidence and ownership and charisma and passion and excellence. That is what it means to be a virtuoso, because everyone who came on that stage plays differently, they write differently, they think differently. They're all virtuosos, and you can tell they're a virtuoso whether they're playing something difficult or not. That's the big thing. You don't have to play hard, crazy shit. You don't have to play weird, jazzy shit to be a virtuoso. You certainly can, but virtuosity comes in many different shapes and sizes. And ultimately what it comes down to is the command over, the ownership over their craft. And you can feel that with every player in this whole production. You can feel it with the crew. You can feel it with the band members. I mean, this was virtuosity of the highest order. And man, was it a fun tour to be a part of. I just thrived, man. I loved it. I watched basically the whole show most nights from the side of the stage or from the front of house. And I just got so much out of this tour, man. It was a really inspiring, uplifting experience. It was so much fun to tour with other bands. I loved it. Big thanks to Joe for having us. And of course, big thanks to Steve for having me. I'm so happy to be a part of this team, and it's just such a blast, man. It was so fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed coming along for the journey. I would love to do another tour like this. It was awesome. So yeah, who knows, maybe one day I'll be doing something like this. That's my goal, is to be not a side person. My goal is to be up there. So I'm going to be working towards that every day, and I hope you're working towards your goal every day.
One other thing, I'm in the gym, and at one of the shows, somewhere, maybe in California, somewhere near the end, Frank Zane came to the show, and I got to meet him. If you don't know who he is, he's like a OG bodybuilding legend back in the all-natural days before everyone started getting super big and blown up. I met him and it was super cool, and he just said to me, "I'm very impressed." And I was like, yo, that's big ups. That's big ups from a legend. So that was cool. I had to share that moment. Much love to you, Frank Zane. You're the man. That was sick. Hope you enjoyed following along. Hope you enjoyed all the stuff in the video and everything. And yeah, hope to see you on the road again soon. We have 8 weeks coming up with Satriani again, March to May, going all around the United States. So I hope to see you there, and carry yourself high. Peace.